Good evening NATO. We are anonymous. It has come to our attention that a NATO draft report has classified Anonymous a potential threat to member states' security, and that you seek retaliation against us. It is true that Anonymous has committed what you would call cyber attacks in protest against several military contractors, companies, lawmakers, and governments, and has continuously sought to fight against threats to our freedoms on the internet. And since you consider state control of the internet to be in the best interest of the various nations of your military alliance, you therefore consider US a potential threat to international security. So we would like to make it clear that we, in reality, pose no threat to the people of your nations. Anonymous is not a reckless swarm attacking the websites of governments and companies out of hatred or spite. We fight for freedom for ourselves and the people of the world. We seek to preserve the liberty granted to the millions of people who have found it on the internet. In your draft, you mention the data intelligence company HB Gary Federal and how they were hacked by Anonymous. You use this as justification that we are a threat. What you conveniently fail to mention is that HB Gary itself was engaged in illegal activity, including but not limited to being contracted by the United States Chamber of Commerce to spy on and discredit unions and progressive groups, being contracted by the Bank of America to launch a campaign of misinformation against WikiLeaks and its supporters, going so far as to blackmail journalists, developing a new type of Windows rootkit to spy upon individuals, and developing astroturfing software that could make an army of fake social media profiles to manipulate and sway public opinion on controversial issues. That this company, which tries to protect the US government from hackers, was partaking in such illegal activity against ordinary, uninvolved citizens, whether it be for the aid of security or not, is completely disgraceful and utterly unacceptable. We care not whether the actions we have taken in this struggle have complied with laws of the United States or any other country. What your lot fail to understand is that we live in cyberspace. The only laws that apply are the laws set forth by our individual consciences. We break your nation's laws when we recognize those laws to stand between the people and their freedom. Anonymous is not simply a group of super hackers. Anonymous is the embodiment of freedom on the web. We exist as a result of the internet and humanity itself. This frightens you. It only seems natural that it would. Governments, corporations, and militaries know how to control individuals. It frustrates you that you do not control us. We have moved to a world where our freedom is in our own hands. We owe you nothing for it. We stand for freedom for every person around the world. You stand in our way. We hope you come to see that your attempts to censor and control our existence are futile. But if this is not the case, if you continue to object to our freedoms, we shall not relent. We do not fear your tyranny. You cannot win a battle against an entity you do not understand. You can take down our networks, arrest every single one of us that you can backtrace, read every bit of data ever shared from computer to computer for the rest of this age, and you will still lose. So come at me, bro. You can retaliate against us in any manner you choose. Lock down the web. Throw us in prison. Take it all away from us. Anonymous will live on. We are anonymous. We are legion. We do not forgive. We do not forget. Expect us.